and x. Okay, so we have three functions over here, fx, gx and hx. Fx is cos x. We have to find the range of x. Range means value of y. Okay, domain is given. That means the value of x is given and y we have to find. So range of f. So fx is cos x. Fx is cos x. So what could be the way better than drawing the graph? So let's draw the graph. We know that at 0 it passes through 1. It is something like this. Let me just quickly label these points. They are very important. Cos 0 is 1. Then it passes through 90 degrees. That means this is 90 degrees. That one is 180 degrees. It is 270 degrees and so on. So what the range is given, 0 to 180, that means we actually have to focus for this particular domain and what the range is. So for the range, what we do, we take the value of y. Let me just quickly add the value over here. It is, -1. Okay, so it's like peak and trough. So if peak is +1, the trough is going to be -1. Now, what we have to do, we just have to check and this. So actually our range is this. This is our range. So the range is -1 to 1. So how do we write the answer? So for writing the answer, if they are asking about if, so the range of f is greater than equal to -1 and less than equal to 1. That is the range of f. Now, given that the range of h is same as the range of g, okay, range of h is same as range of g, find the value of p and q. Oh, if you see, hx is given the domain in terms of p and q. So it's like, they have related the range of g to range of h. You can't really solve for h if you don't know the range of g. So let's find range of g first. So g is what? It's a sine graph. So let's quickly draw the sine graph. How the sine graph looks. Sine graph is basically sine 0, 0. So it's going to be passing like this. Okay. So it's points. Label the points. It's 0. It is 90 degrees. That is 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, and so on. What the range is? It's just 0 to 90 degrees. So that means we just have to focus here. Okay. So in this particular, region, we have 90. 90 is actually pointing to 1. So our range is nothing but the value of y. So it is 0 to 1. So how do we write the range of g? So g is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. This is going to be the range of g. Okay, if you focus on the part B, it is saying we actually have to find the range of h. That means we are not done yet. So to find the range of h is same as range of g. That means we can just write h and say that h is this. Find the value of p. So p is basically p and q is the variable used for the range of x. It is x and this is h. X is there and h is the function. That means we just have to think of we are getting 0 to 1. H, we have got the range of h as 0 to 1 and we have to find the range of, we have to find the value of p and q. P and q actually are for x. P and q, I think I said range over there. P and q are domain of x. So we just have to think of what angle of tan, because h is tan theta, tan x. So what angle of tan gives us 0? So I guess tan 0 gives us 0. Or you can do, tan inverse, take the inverse of h and inverse of 1. So h is going to be, if h is 0 to 1, so its range is going to be tan inverse 0 to tan inverse 1. So P and Q is going to be tan inverse 0 and tan inverse 1. So this is basically P and that is Q. So tan inverse 0 is going to be 0 only, and tan inverse 1 will be 45 degrees, because 45 is the tan 45 is 1. That means the value of P is 0 and Q is 45 degrees. Does that make any sense? Okay, so it was just, I'm pretty sure you will be able to understand till this level. The concept after that, it was nothing, because you have to find the value of x. So the x and h, they are inversely related. So x has its lower domain P and upper domain x. Like its domain x belongs to P to Q. So we just have to think of the particular function. It gives, like, just take the inverse. So tan inverse 0 and tan inverse 1, that are going to be giving you the value of P and Q. Okay, so this is what your answer is, question. Okay, next question we have is simplify this. So simplifying is not basically the part of function, but what they did, they've added the function with this question. Okay, not a problem. Let's quickly do that. So if you see the bottom, we have, whenever we have just two terms, what we do, if you just have two terms and you have to factorize, there are two methods. Either take common, and the other way is the difference of the square. Difference of squares. So basically over here we are going to be using both of them. Common is there as denominator, we have to take something common out, and the difference is the top. So what the equation is, so if I say a square minus b square, what that is, two numbers are squared and we are taking the difference. So we can write them as sum and difference into different brackets. The same number, add them and subtract them, and that is the basically the implementation of the formula. So you just have to identify what numbers are there. So it is x squared minus 9 is basically written, we can write it as 3 squared. Okay, so if we use the same difference of squares, so it's going to be x plus 3 and x minus 3. And the bottom number is going to be, take what common, right, x common, and it's going to be x plus 3. Well, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to understand what to do next. It is same, that is going to be cancelled, x minus 3 over x is your final thing. Let's switch to the next question. So fx is this, like they copied it. Gx is a new function added. We have to find f of gx. So f of gx we have to find. How do we do that? Fx is what? What did we get for fx? The final thing, the simplified form, x minus 3 over x. Obviously, if you take this one, you will complicate your, yourself a lot. So x, it was plus or minus, x minus 3 over x. Okay, so it is gx, that means gx there and gx there. Okay, let's try that. So it's going to be 1 over x squared minus 3 over 1 over x squared. So that is going to be, can we write it as 1 minus 3x squared over x squared divided by 1 over x squared. So it is like, the first fraction divided by the second fraction. We can write 1 minus 3x squared over x squared divided by 1 over x squared. So what I did, this is represented by the division symbol. Okay, what next? 1 minus 3x squared over x squared times x squared over 1. What I did, you will be understanding that. Okay, So we can cancel the common out. You're going to be left with 1 minus 3x squared. If you've got the same answer, that's great. Otherwise, go through again and understand that. Okay, next question we have over here is 24. That says, are we done with this 24? Let me quickly check that. 24. Oh no, they are kind of very similar. It is x squared and x minus 6, and over there we have x squared and x minus 3. No worries, let's quickly find that. G of f of x. So g of f of x is like, let's find g of f of x. So our gx is x, we're going to be writing fx there. That means fx there as well. So g of fx is going to be x squared take with 3, right? Find g inverse x. So gx, it's easy peasy. Gx is x minus 3, take it y equals x minus 3, x equals y plus 3. What next? Yeah, replace. X is going to be replaced by g inverse x and y is going to be replaced by x plus 3. So this is your inverse function. Okay, g inverse x is x plus 3. Okay, let's go ahead. So, we have one more part here. So what it says, okay, solve for equation. Solve means we have to find the value of x. So g of f of x, that was x squared minus 3. X squared minus 3 is equal to x plus 3. Move numbers. So x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. We have to solve that. You quickly solve it. So I'm going to be doing my quick way. So we have to make 6. So what numbers to make 6? Negative 6 basically. So 3 times 2 is 6. To get the negative here, our 3 needs to be negative. So minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is going to be negative 2 and 3. Have you got this thing? Well done.